Hello and welcome to today's episode of Through the Realm of Light and Shadow. The world has grown dark. A journey that began a few weeks ago with a group of strangers has finally come to its resolution. After being abducted and carted off toward the Mirkwood, you freed yourselves during a lightning storm. Rather than turn tail and run, you faced the shadow head on and entered the Mirkwood. You fought an array of foes, spiders, trolls, and more. You avoided a cursed stream, but you found yourselves trapped in some sort of magical loop within the forest. After a few hours in the loop, an elf, Moglor, made himself known to you. He explained that he had been watching you since you entered the Mirkwood, as his duty was to patrol and watch over this area of the forest. He explained he was part of an organization, and that all of you have some spark of potential within you, something special. He urged you to come and find his organization in Emin Arnen after your business in the Mirkwood is complete. He gave you some small gifts, some words of wisdom for each of you, and then he led you to your newest companion, Eldikar, who survived for nearly a month alone in the Mirkwood. You then stumbled across Bofur's tower, successfully defending it against Taller the Hunter, a spider the size of a small elephant, with the help of Bofri and his troop of dwarves. In return for your aid, he let you keep some items that you found in the tower, notably a sword whose pommel accepts gemstones into it, and a mithril vest. You found and returned the staff of the road warden to him. He told you that it was his father's staff, and he planned on using it to rebuild the broken road that stretched west to east across the Mirkwood. Your journey took you deeper still into the forest until you came across the keep. Surrounded by a defensive stone wall, your enemy lied in wait. You saw a small flicker of light from a window about 30 feet in the air. Nebuchadnezzar and Dala went through an open, half-open portcullis directly into a courtyard. The ground of the courtyard carried this oppressive force of shadow, but you all faced it head-on. After Nebuchadnezzar broke down the door to the keep after failing a corruption save and being overcome with this desire to fight whatever oppressive voice was in his head, the light in the window snuffed out. Nebuchadnezzar flew into the keep, prone as he shoulder tackled what remained of the door after slamming his hammer and axe and just everything he could get his hands on against it. Dala helped a little bit. Edrahel climbed the wall, scaled it up to the window, and peered inside. At this point, the light had already gone out. You saw a desk, a candle, a bookshelf, a small piece of paper, and a quill. You then heard a similar voice in your head to that which a few of you others had heard as well. Failing your corruption save, a bout of madness struck you for a moment and you fell from the wall, falling about 30 feet onto the stone steps below. Cyrell decided it was time to scale the wall completely and try and get to the top of the keep. After a series of fantastically made athletics checks, you get to the top of the wall, and as you have to pull yourself over the edge to the roof, a fateful natural one causes you to lose your grip. Right before you hit the ground, you hear a voice in your head, offering you power and asking you if you accept. Frozen in time for a moment, you decline, and suddenly you feel yourself reversed back up to where you had first slipped off the wall. This time you fall. There's no stop before the bottom. You hit the ground 50 feet up in the air. And that is almost where we left off, except for the hunk, hunk, hunk that you started to hear coming down the spiral staircase within the keep. Nebuchadnezzar and Dala, being the only ones inside, found themselves face to face with a very tall orcish creature. which as players you recognize as an Uruk-hai. As characters, you've never seen a creature like this before. And I'm going to need everyone in the party to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Can I choose if one is Abraham?
I will ask for them in a moment. 1 second. Okay.
Just for a note, Gabe is playing both Edrahel and Dala today, right now.
Yes, we miss you, Christina. Hope everything goes well.
Just a blanket on.
Is that how we're going to be now? When you change?
It's okay.
Okay. Oh, good to know.
I mean, she does always have the blanket on. So.
That is correct.
It's called a cloak, Brian.
Gosh.
That's what it is.
I mean, Nebuchadnezzar.
All right. 25 to 20. Solid. 20 to 15.
Me, I have a 16.
Yeah, we started well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Doing great.
All right.
Don't worry about
Nebuchadnezzar with a 16. 15 to 10.
11.
Where's my team at?
Okay, guys. 10 to 5. Okay, Edrahel and Dala, what'd you guys get?
Adrahil got a 5 and Dala got an 8.
Okay.
Well, I guess me and Cyril got pretty low.
All right,
At
what'd
least
you
we're all
guys get?
together.
Nah. Can't tell. It's a
One.
1.
Oh, 1.
Well, you still
Okay,
add your
because
dexterity.
Cyril also got a 1.
You guys still add your
Okay.
dexterity to it.
I got a 1.
Okay.
I got a 1.
You can't
Eldikar.
critical fail us.
So yeah,
then
you
I
can't critical fail
Technically
on
got a 2.
Okay.
Bringing up the rear. Hey, guys, just want to make sure you guys are safe. I got you.
Well, you did fall off a wall.
I'm bringing in the reinforcements. That's how we
I
roll.
don't know that I've ever, in all of my years of dungeon mastering, had someone have an actual 1 on initiative.
And now you have 2.
Now you
Good
have
job, Eldikar.
Well, I've seen people roll 1s, but usually they have dexterity to add to it, like Eldikar did.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It would have been hilarious if like you had like dex as your dump stat and you had like a -1 and your initiative was technically a 0. That would be phenomenal.
He's just
You
not
just don't
allowed
go.
in
I
the
love
fight.
this.
He just like never comes into the fight.
Dexterity is like never a dump stat, so usually people have at least a +1.
After falling off that wall,
unless you're
he's
Cyril.
like Loki after being slammed by the Hulk. Like,
That is correct. At the top of the round. Okay. Top of the round. The Uruk that is in front of you. He's just got long black hair that comes down halfway down his chest. He's got this torn and scrappy leather armor. He's wielding a couple swords in his hands, and he just gives like a shout in Orcish tongue that I don't believe any of you speak. And let's see. Dala, Edrahel, and Cyril, you all hear the clinging and clattering of metal from high up above near where you were, Cyril, when you were climbing up to the top of the keep. But you don't see anything, and that's the end of that turn. Nebuchadnezzar, you are on now with a 16. Haley, you're on deck.
All right. So I remember I had my hand axe ready. That was my call to action for whoever came downstairs. I'm gonna throw my hand axe at him.
All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that now.
Give it a little chucky chuck.
I got a
Guys,
Okay.
we're doing awesome. We are doing great.
All
That's
right.
a natural one for all of our audio listeners.
Well, I guess
so,
it's time to die. I guess I
so
die.
Nebuchadnezzar, seeing this creature come down the stairs, this just oppressive in force, I do need you to make, and Dala as well, another wisdom saving throw.
Wonderful.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Okay. 18.
Okay. Dala resists the fear of this oppressive force of darkness and just growls back at it. Nebuchadnezzar, on the other hand, you get a little spooked. You take a point of shadow as you chuck your hand axe, distracted by this fear. You let go of it way too late, and it actually slams into the ground about 4 feet ahead of you as you're just completely distracted, not expecting to see something towering over you as menacing as it is. The hand axe is wedged into the ground. The floor of the keep in this area is wooden. If you want to retrieve your hand axe, it will take a bonus action to pry it out of the ground on your turn.
So what I'm gonna do is that since that was my attack, I still my move action.
Yep.
The keep is like rounded, and like imagine like the doors where my thumbs are.
Yeah.
That's the door in. I want to go to the very back here. I want to be like kind of moving around the room, kind of like that, positioned. You know,
Okay.
where I'm kind of like facing the door and the stairs. I'm like not hiding at all, but
Sure.
I want to like go there. I'm like, hey, come on,
All
come and get me.
Yeah, so if you imagine the room being shaped like that, you've got the door on the bottom where you're standing across from it on top.
Yep.
On the right side is where the stairwell, the spiral staircase is. So if you're facing the door, it's going to be to your left. If you're coming in the door, it's going to be to your right. All right, so that's your turn.
Yep. And then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna kind of say, come and get me. Gonna go with the guy.
All right. Haley, you are up. Dala
Okay.
is on deck.
I am in the courtyard next to Edgerhell, right?
Yes.
Do I
You're
see?
not in the courtyard. You're past the courtyard and with Cyrell on the staircase. That's also where Vidar, the dwarf that joined you guys, is as well.
I thought I had ran towards Edgerhell when he got injured.
Yeah, he fell onto the stone stairwell. So you
Oh, okay.
passed the courtyard and you're up onto the stairstone while leading into the keep.
Do I see the? Or,
No,
Alright.
you've got a very narrow view where basically all you can see is Nebuchadnezzar threw a hand axe and then just ran deeper into the keep. But what you can see is a very narrow point of view into the keep. All you can really see is Nebuchadnezzar and Dala.
okay. So I'm gonna try and. Do I have enough movement to get into arrow range, short bow range?
Yeah, I would say, assuming you probably don't want to block the doorway, you could step just inside the keep, and maybe that would take about 15 feet of movement, another 5 to go just inside to the left, and then that would put you within about 20 feet of the creature.
Okay, I'll do that, and I will shoot with a poison arrow.
Okay, as soon as you step inside the keep and see this figure, which, I mean, being a hobbit, he's even larger, he's almost 3 of you, stacked on top of each other. Make a wisdom saving throw. It's a corruption save, so you have advantage.
Corruption saving. These hobbits are so pure.
You made the same
Okay.
joke last time. Is that just going to be every time?
So this is an 8.
Okay, so you also take a point of shadow.
All right, that's 3.
That's okay. You can take a lot.
All right. Yeah, I got advantage as a hobbit, but the first one was a natural 1, so
What's your wisdom score?
my wisdom's a 12, so +1.
Okay. Yeah, so you can take like 12 points of shadow before you actually have to worry about succumbing to it the first time.
Okay. So that's a. So I have to roll a hit, right?
Yeah. You're firing your arrow. Yep.
Natural.
Guys, we are consistent. It's just gonna
This
go
is
up from
not
here.
going
It's
so
just
well.
gonna go
Thinking
up.
different
Phenomenal.
dice. Different dice.
So is this your
Moving
short bow?
forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
and my poison arrow.
Oh, and your poison arrow?
I have some more, but yeah.
So you pull back on the bowstring, and then as you find your target in your sights, you're just kind of frozen for a moment and you're not even looking where you're aiming exactly, and you just fire, and it just goes really far wide. The arrow slams into the stone wall and splinters. It won't be recoverable.
Well then.
Do you have a bonus action or anything?
I'm gonna wait on inspiration, so no.
Okay. All right. So it is Dala's turn.
Okay. How far am I from the Uruk-hai?
15 feet, Dala.
15 feet?
Okay.
Hmm.
I was so distracted by that voice that I accidentally added a poison arrow to my inventory instead of subtracting.
That
Blessed.
was perfect.
You ain't getting me, Uruk-hai! So I'm gonna get my short bow. I'm gonna also equip a poison arrow. I'm gonna try to shoot it.
All right, make an attack roll.
All right.
You guys did this. He said he wasn't going to do this, and you all were like, "No, you have to." And now he is, and it's all your fault.
You don't have to role play the voice if you don't want to.
Too
All right,
late.
what Dala
You're
get?
committed.
It's a 3, so I think I miss.
Yeah, so pulling back on your bow, you let an arrow fly, and yeah, it splinters across the wall. You're not intimidated by this creature. You actually, not that you've had bouts of cowardice before, but you've definitely felt the desire to run away from scary events since entering the Mirkwood. But for whatever reason, right now, you feel very grounded. And
It ain't happening this time.
what?
It's actually hard to understand you.
Yeah, really, actually hard. You should probably drop the voice.
It ain't happening this time.
Okay. It ain't. All right. So is that Dala's turn? Is she going to stay? She's sort of in the center of the room. Is she going to stay there?
Bonus action. What? Okay. So can I, as a bonus action, can I equip my shield and warhammer?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Cool. I'll do that.
Okay. So you sling the bow around your chest, and then you whip out your warhammer and your shield, and just ready yourself for some hand-to-hand combat, which is a good call, because next up we have the Uruk, who is going to just, as he charges center into the room right towards Dala. He's going to take 2 swings, and because she has the shield, her AC goes up, so that's not a bad call. He's got a pair of scimitars. He's going to attack. The first attack is, that probably doesn't hit. That's a 7 plus 12.
Doesn't hit.
No, doesn't hit.
It
The offhand attack, that was a lot better. 24 to hit.
hits.
That probably. Yeah.
And then you die. Yeah, immediately. No, okay. So you take, wow. Okay.
That's
take-
never good.
This guy.
No, you take 4 points of slashing damage. I rolled the minimum number on a D8. I rolled a 1 for damage.
I actually like
Nice.
that. That's pretty good.
All right, so she takes 4 points of slashing damage. That is going to be the Uruk's turn. Next up, we have Edrahel. Eldikar, you're on deck.
All right. Can I see the Uruk-hai from where I'm at?
You're currently on the wall outside the keep. Oh no, you fell. That's right. You're not unless you go in through the. Actually, yeah.
So can I see
Sorry, everything I've been saying. The Uruk-hai is now in melee with Dala in the center of the room, and you can just make him out standing where you are on the stairs. You can see him through the doorway.
All right. Let's shoot an arrow.
All right, attack roll.
I'm gonna. Oh, let me see though. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Attack roll. 8. I don't.
It's not terrible.
A total of 8.
A total of. Oh, wait. No. 10. A total of 10.
Total of 10. Misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a bonus action or any movement? Or are you going to stay outside?
I want to move towards the. Well, I want to move towards the door, but not cross it.
Okay, so you're about 20 feet from the door, so you will say move about 15 feet of your movement and stay just outside the door, not blocking it, but you're just a couple feet outside the door.
Okay.
All right. Eldikar, you are up. Cyrell, you're on deck.
Well, the card did not do his homework, so he forgot where he was.
Eldikar, you did go through the courtyard, so you're at about the base of the stairs. I'll say 30 feet of movement is going to put you right to the doorway. And Edrahel, I'm so sorry. I need you to make a corruption save for me.
Man.
He was like, oh, I thought I didn't have to.
Yeah, I
So I'm
actually thought I didn't
still-
have to. 13.
13, you take a point of shadow as you see this creature step into the doorway, and you just weren't expecting a threat quite as massive or menacing. Eldikar.
So then I'm still outside, right?
Yes.
Then I will go towards the action.
All right, so you use your full movement. It gets you right next to Edrahel, right outside the door. You do see the Uruk, so give me a corruption save.
There we go. That's not good.
Okay. I'm going to assume it's less than 15, so...
Was it another one?
Yeah.
Oh, give him 2 points. Give him 2 points.
Ice jail.
Let him be super corrupted.
Nah, just the one. I'm feeling generous.
We've rolled like 5 or 6 ones already.
Yeah, this is not a good start, guys, but it's okay. It's fun. So yeah, you do take a point of shadow as your gaze sets on the Uruk. Do you have a range attack you'd like to make?
Sure. I'll use my short bow, I guess.
All right, roll the hit.
Hey, 20.
Yeah.
Natural 20?
Good job.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude! Nice. All right, that
It's up
hits
for
and
everything.
and it's a crit. So
Nice.
roll your dice, double the dice results, and then add your modifier to that.
Right, which one is short bow? 1d6.
I'm toying with other ideas to handle crits. I'm going to talk to you guys when we're not live.
Roll to 2 times 2's 4.
Plus dexterity.
So 5.
5. All right. All right. You have dealt 5 damage to the Uruk. So even seeing that, feeling that shadowy presence, the menacing presence kind of creep into the back of your mind, fear kind of takes hold for a moment, but instead of letting it consume you, you use it to hone in the bow, finding a weak point in the Uruk's armor, firing an arrow. It slams into his side between a couple tears in the leather armor. You see it kind of, as it looks over at you, some black blood starts to come out of the arrow wound. Is that your turn? Do you have a bonus action?
That will be my turn, yes.
All right, Cyrell. What you
All
doing,
right. Cyrell's on the stairs, panting. He had just fallen off the roof. He took a little second wind action, so he's gathering himself out. And you guys, anyone who's near him, hears him muttering under his breath. Stupid Mirkwood and spiders and exploding scrolls and falling off of roofs, and I'm done with this.
I think also you were a little irritated with all the supernatural stuff you've been encountering.
Yes, and magic. Why does it always have to be magic? Cyrell stands up and he starts banging on his shell. Enough. He looks at Edrahel.
Okay.
Edrahel, I heard something on the roof. Make sure you cover our backs. He walks forward a little bit. Eldikar, find some place to hide, and when it's time, stabby stabby. He looks at Vidar, says the game plan is if we can't take whatever's in there down, we bring him out here, draw him into the courtyard, and then he walks forward. His goal is to step into the door so he can see what the team is facing.
Okay. So you say all of that. To be fair, I'm going to say that probably consumed your bonus action because a round of combat's only 6 seconds, and that was quite a lot. But I'll allow it. But I'll say it was your bonus action to yell all that out. and then you take your movement. You get inside the door. As you're approaching the door, actually, you see this tall orcish character. Go ahead and make your corruption save. As you see the black hair flowing off of it, the menacing snout and snarl that it has as it's in combat with Dala. As you're saying that and starting to step into the door, you feel a of wind as Edgerhel's arrow flies right past your head. Eldakar's arrow, sorry, flies right past your head and finds purchase in the side of the Uruk. What'd you roll?
17.
17. Not even disturbed by the look of this creature. You are determined to fight your foe.
All right. I'm going to gaze at the foe, and I'm going to say, Beast, if you understand me, we are the champions of light. You have picked the wrong place to invade. Stand down, or you will be destroyed. As I say that, I'm going to pull out my sword as it starts to glow. I'm going to attempt to do an intimidation on him.
I was going to say, yeah, make an intimidation check.
All right, my sword gives me bonus advantage on intimidation. 16.
16. Okay, we'll see what happens on the Uruk's turn. So you yell that out. Is there anything else you're doing?
Is that all I have time for?
I'd let you try and hit it if you wanted to try and hit it.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it. I just intimidated him.
I just hopefully.
I'm gonna go close to him and try to flank with who's in melee with him, Dala?
Dala.
Okay.
They're face to face. If you curve over to the right and get behind him, you'll be able to flank. You'll be on opposite sides.
Okay, so I'm going to take out my sword. It's glowing and shining as the magic of the sword shines forth. And I'm going to flank with Dala, and I'm going to ready an action if he doesn't respond to my intimidation. Like if he does something against anybody, I'm going to get ready to slice.
All right, so you're ready in action. You're going to ready an attack. The trigger is if he does something aggressive towards you or someone else in the party, you will take your attack.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Top of the round. Edgerhel, you hear that same clattering of armor, metal that Cyrell was talking about coming from above. You glance up right as you see two smaller orcs, both of them with crossbows, as they both one at you, one at Eldakar. So the first crossbow. Edgerhel, that is an 18 to hit.
It does hit.
All right. You take 3 points of piercing damage. That's another 1 on the die there. Eldakar, ooh, that was really bad. That is a 4 to hit.
That does not hit.
Sorry, a 6.
Does not hit.
Going to assume that doesn't hit probably.
6. Oh, you got me.
These two orcish archers, they peer over the edge and they both fire their crossbows down at you. One of them manages to hit you, Edgerhel, just a glancing blow across the side of your leg. Eldakar, you look up at the same time, hearing that arrow slice into Edgerhel and splinter on the ground. You see an arrow coming right for you. You just give a bit of a sidestep as it and just explodes across the stone. And just wood goes everywhere. They immediately duck back over, and you don't have line of sight on the two of them. That's their turn. Next up, Nebuchadnezzar. Haley, you're on deck.
Cool,
Quick
so-
question. What is Vidar doing? Sorry. The dwarf.
Oh, that's a good point. Vidar is, let's see, would have been.
We didn't
Smart.
roll initiative for Gabar.
Loyal.
I did not roll initiative for Vidar. Thank you. So he would have gone right before Haley. He would have charged in. He makes a corruption save. He succeeds. And he will, he's going to throw a hand axe. He's going to pull a Nebuchadnezzar. He's going to throw a hand axe and stay out of melee for the moment.
Cool, Nebuchadnezzar.
Nah, he missed.
Now.
He missed.
really
He
did
rolled a
pull
natural
one.
11. So.
He really did pull one.
So the hand axe just goes wide. It clatters across the floor. and he moves around further to the right, near the stairwell, pulls out a broadsword, and just stands at the base of the stairwell, looking up, and he goes, "I got your back," as he ends his turn. So now everything else happens, and we get back to Nebuchadnezzar with Vidar on deck.
Okay,
These are
so
quick.
I'm gonna turn on my battle fury, my rage, and because I am behind the guy and he's engaged with Dal, I'm hoping I'll get a flanking bonus as I just start to hit him in the back with my hammer.
Do it.
It's kind of my plan there. So
Advantage on the attack.
nice. Well, I get a unnat 20.
That hits.
So, and then damage is, I'm doing the two-handed version. So, oh my gosh. All right.
Did you roll a 1 on your die?
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
So it is only 4.
Okay.
I did 4 damage to him. You know, but it was a thought that counts, you know.
All right. So right as Dala lifts up her weapon to attack, you guys basically hit him at the exact same time and just kind of crush him in between your two hammers. He goes,
yeah.
Doesn't look too happy about that. Battle Fury, is that a bonus action to activate?
Yep. And it lasts for a minute long, so I have like 6 rounds with it.
10 rounds.
10. Okay.
Yep. All right. So I assume you're probably going to stay there behind him.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the flanking bonus going.
All right. Vidar yells out, "Oi! Do you want me to go up the stairs? Or you want me to stay down here with you?"
Up the bloody stairs.
Aye. And you just hear him go ka-chink, 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 as he starts.
That's the
twerking.
last time that we ever see him. So.